Hi everybody, Jen here, and I'm back with my second layout for the February Click Kit. This was, those photos are actually photos of my dog Dixie when we had just gotten her, and she was a puppy. So this was back in 2008, roughly the summer of 2008. So I'm I think I had based this layout roughly off of a sketch I saw. What I saw in the sketch was those two 4x4s with a piece of paper layered under it like that. So that's what I took from the sketch. I didn't take anything else from it. I don't know where I got the sketch from, or I think it was just off of Pinterest that I found it. But I really like that aspect of how the photos, the 4x4s fit like that. So I used that here in this layout. And I want to apologize if you can hear some background noise. Today is one of the first nice days we've had here, and I've got one of my neighbors outside with a chainsaw cutting down a tree. So it's a little loud. I can hear it outright. I don't know if you can, and I apologize if you can. Anyway, I took that Dear Lizzie piece of paper and angled it to use as a background layer, and then another piece of a Dear Lizzie paper, that pink one that was like an ombre effect, that I cut in I had two small pieces left of it. So I cut it, I just layered them, one above the photos and one angled underneath it, and then used this navy blue piece of paper here as a stripe down the middle to kind of ground the photos. So you'll see me, I'm just kind of putting together the layers here so that things will end up sticking, so I don't keep moving them around and messing up my layout. So I'm putting it all down here like as you see. And then I'm going to start working on a little cluster at the bottom left-hand side of the layout here. So these are just scrap pieces that I had that I end up making them work here. So just a couple of strips of paper, and then I cut out with a punch a half circle shape from a scrap of that navy blue cardstock, or the navy blue pattern paper, to bring that navy blue down to the cluster. So I had this branding strip that says fall in love with as many things as possible, and that fits perfectly for this layout because Dixie was really new to us at that point, and we were totally in love with her. She was the cutest little puppy, and she's the sweetest dog now. So both of these navy blue accents cutouts were the white watercolor words that I had just misted with my Heidi Swap Navy Color Shine. And I had actually, I think you misted them previously for another layout and not ended up using them. So they ended up on this layout and they worked well. I had that flare on that half circle punched out piece of navy paper that says XOXO on it. That was a Click Kit exclusive, which I loved. I am in love with their flare badges. I think they're awesome. They're so unique. They're much different than other ones you can find. That's one of my favorite aspects of the kit, I think, so far. I really enjoy the kit in its entirety, but I really like the flare and that you get more than like one or two. So I'm just gluing down these pieces here. And it's kind of funny. I was trying to make it so that I didn't end up with glue all over the page, because that's my specialty there, making a mess. I used a couple of die cuts, one to add to that cluster at the bottom, and then I think I'm going to put that right here down, but I'm not quite sure. I used this puffy sticker that says love this, and I'm still trying to figure out, and it does make it on. It does end up right there, pointing into her. That was like one of the first days I had her home, the left-hand picture there. And then I'm going to pull out a whole bunch of these sequins, and I initially was just going to use the navy, but I think some of the teal greenish made it on the layout as well. I feel like I can't talk today. Sorry if this is kind of all over the place. It's Sunday, and I am really wanting to get into my craft room, but I said I had to do at least another voiceover before I made it in there. So I'm just gluing down all my sequins, and then I'm going to start working on a title. And I end up using the Dear Lizzie thickers that came in the kit. And I'm just going to use my little Ranger craft pick here. I love that thing. I use it all the time. I'm using it just to squish the sequins down onto the glue so that they're actually level. And then I apologize, I'm texting somebody here on my iPad. It's probably my cousin about my nephew, and because that's what I do day in and day out. Oh no, I'm watching a video of him. I can see it. That's kind of funny. Sorry about this. I should have edited this out, but I didn't even realize that it was happening when I was editing the video. So anyway, it's over. Like I said, I'm going to work on my title here, and my title is going to end up being Puppy Love. And I go through the actual thickers here to make sure that the letters, like, they kind of vary, so I don't have the same colors next to each other. I loved these thickers. They were so cool, and I still have a whole bunch left, so I'm going to keep, I want to use them. I actually have an idea for them. They kind of almost coordinate with the crepe paper craft market line that I'm working with now. So I think I'm going to pull those in. We'll see. Anyway, that is going to be my title. These were actually pretty sticky, so I don't think I glued them. And that finishes up my layout. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another layout. Take care. Bye.